this is Xuan from Cozy House. Today I would like to talk to you about my experience with stamp duty relief. There are a lot of different kinds of stamp duty relief, and I'm no tax expert. So today I will only focus on the stamp duty relief for properties that are not in living condition, because I have bought quite a few properties like this in a really rundown condition, and I've managed to claim stamp duty back on all of them. So I just want to share my experience with you, and hopefully that it can save you some money. As we all know that if you are buying a property in a company or if it's your second property, now in the UK you have to pay 3% additional stamp duty. If you are based in London and the surrounding area, it can be a quite large sum. And it'd be nice that if we don't have to pay for it. So for me, actually, for all of my HMOs, I think with the exception of 2, I've managed to claim this stamp duty back. Because for those of you who know me, my strategy is always buy rundown property, and then I will extend and refurb and create value so I can remortgage it to a long-term HMO product to release all of my capital initially invested. So since I'm going to do so much work and extend the property anyway, why should I buy a property in a good condition and pay for that condition and then later pull it apart? So I am always buying properties which are in a very, very bad position. You know, when I see avocado bathroom or actually not have a bathroom at all, I get really, really excited. Most of my property happen to be probate as well. It's not that I'm following people around for them to drop dead. No, I don't do that. I think it's just a coincidence because probate properties are usually the worst ones on Rightmove as well. So what type of properties you can, what is this property that not in a living condition? So it's basically the properties that are not fit for human habitation. The definition is very, very wide, but they're also common sense. For example, you have structural issues like cracks. If you don't have a bathroom, you don't have a working kitchen, you have leaks in the roof, you have damp issues. So they all deem a property not habitable. If that is the case, actually you don't need to bring it back to life. The government is encouraging developers to buy those type of properties and bring them back to life. So you don't need to pay the 3% stamp duty. And there have been very clear case laws in this area already. And I have successfully claimed back, I think, stamp duty on about 5 properties already. So now you have a property which is not in a living condition. What's next? You have worked with HMRC. You can't just say, hey, I have a property which is not in a living condition. You need to give them proof. And the proof can be from yourself, can be from your builders, from your estate agent, but based on my experience, as many multiple and independent sources as possible. So I will usually have the estate agent brochure, because for those type of properties, there are usually photos, and also they will say that it's need a full modernization, refurbishment project, etc. So I will send HMRC that brochure from estate agent, and I will take photos myself, especially if there's no kitchen, there are damp, so you take photos and show them. You can use your builder's invoices, so if the builders charged you for replacing the entire roof, and use your builder's invoices. And quite often really rundown properties, this happened to me a couple of times as well. So they've been empty for a long time. So they are usually on the council's empty home register. So you can get that as well. So ask the council to confirm this property has not been lived in for many years. And another good way is also the valuation report. So the surveyor will usually say this property is not habitable, this property have XYZ reasons, problems. Especially if you are getting a bridging finance, I believe that is probably because the property is not habitable, and that bridging finance, the valuation report can be very, very good source of proof as well. So how do you actually get this stamp duty relief? I believe so technically when you submit your stamp duty form, which is done by your solicitor, you should just say that it's not in a living condition. And you should not pay that 3%. But a lot of times, solicitors are quite nervous about it and they don't understand this very well. So they may not want to do that. They don't want to take on the risk. So they might ask you to pay that. I think there are different ways you can argue with your solicitor and try to educate your solicitor. And I think it really depends on the solicitor. So with me, because I didn't want to delay the transaction, etc., so I have always decided that fine, I'll just pay that. But after my transaction is complete, I will get a tax accountant who knows about this to prepare a case and submit it for me to HMRC and reclaim the tax back. I can't remember exactly, so please don't quote me. I think it's within 12 months. You can just simply claim it back, and I have never failed to do so. So that's it for today about stamp duty relief. I hope it can help you save some money. If it does, next time take me out for a coffee. Okay, thank you. Bye for now. See you next time.